How are you doing today? I've got a little something for you. I think it's going to be kind of fun, something to check out. Help our game get in shape today. Better ball striking. Hitting the center of the club face, especially, is important with the driver. Well, it's important with everything, but we're going to focus on the driver. But if you can hit that in the sweet spot, the super sweet spot, it'll translate over. You just got to learn how to hit the center of the club. We're going to do that today. Let's go. Okay, so typically I use what's called like impact tape. You see it here, and you put it on your club face, and there's ones for irons, there's ones for woods, and you could put it on your clubs to see exactly where you're making contact with the club face, which is super important because that's going to determine the distance the ball goes, the direction it goes. It's going to make a huge difference if you can get consistent with face contact. So instead of tape, I've got something different that I found, and I thought we'd give it a test out. Also, new in the arsenal is my TrackMan. Got this for you guys so that when I'm doing reviews or tutorials, instruction, that you have not just something good, but something that is the best, so that you can trust the information I'm giving you. I don't want it to be close. I don't want it to be the best affordable. I don't want it to be whatever. I want it to be the best. So I went all out. They don't give me these things, guys. I paid for it. It's a lot. So, but I want to give you the most accurate information that's available out there. So that's what we're doing. No holding back. No holding back. All right, we're set up. Let me show you what I got for you. Pick a hand, pick a hand. Boom, you got it. Okay, I don't know if you've seen this before. Here it is. Gotta take the wrapper off. Now, I'll leave a link below in the description for this. They didn't send it to me. I bought it. Just saw it, thought it was cool. So I said, we gotta check it out for you guys. Now, I thought I ordered the iron version of this, but they sent me the wood. So I paid $35. I don't know if the wood's the same price. I'll leave a link for the wood and the iron. You can make your own decisions. The iron was $35. I thought the wood showed up, okay? Look at this. So, look at that guy. So, it's kind of similar to having impact tape on here, okay? But you don't need the tape anymore because you got to keep reapplying those, order more, all that. So, this is, solid metal head right here. And then this is like rubberized material on the outer rim of the club. So if you hit in the rubber part, it's not going to be a good shot. Obviously, you have to hit this in the sweet spot. Also, what's cool is if you look at it from this direction, you can see how it bulges out. So that sweet spot comes out of the head. It comes out forward. It's kind of cool. So it pops out. So when you're addressing the ball, it kind of looks a little odd. But it gives you a very clear indication of where the sweet spot is. So I'm going to set up the TrackMan. We're going to see what type of numbers we get based on where we hit it on the club face. And then I will, after we use this, I will go to my Mavrik driver I have right here, and then we'll see if we're hitting closer to the center more consistently after we practice with this guy. All right, let's set her up. Cool thing about TrackMan is it's self-leveling, so you just put it down, it'll figure it out itself. So just turning on, powered up. Comes with a cool case. Oh, what's awesome is they give you these little things like PGA Tour averages. So like with the driver, what's the PGA Tour average? Do you know? Driver speed? PGA Tour average, comment below. What speed is the average speed of the PGA Tour players with their driver? Leave your comment below. And what's the average carry distance? of the PGA. Okay? Comment below. Let me know if you know it. Then I'll leave a response there. Okay. I will be screen recording the TrackMan stuff, so you have some of those numbers. And ball flight. It's really ball flight that we're looking at. I'll give you what we need to give you. And I'll be using Pro V1X golf balls the whole time. You excited? Couple things about this club. Okay. Head for head. Roughly the same size, but as you can see, the face bulges out a bit over here. Interesting. Okay. Length-wise, exact same length. Weight, well, this is way heavier. Way heavier. Steel shaft, graphite shaft. Yeah, it's a lot heavier. Could be good to get a smooth swing too. Could be a nice training aid to slow your swing down. We'll see. Okay, man, this thing's heavy. So it's hard to swing it fast, but 100 miles an hour so far is pretty good. And let's just keep an idea of ball speed. What's pretty cool though is that this bulges out so much so I get a good visual looking down before the shot. So it really helps you see like, okay, the sweet spot's out in front. It's weird, but I think it's a good visual. So that one I came over the top on purpose. You can kind of see it right here. You definitely feel and hear a different sound when you strike it on the rubber. And that ball speed is dramatically lower, to 10 plus miles per hour. And that carry distance off the heel hit was 154. Now I'll hit it in the center, we'll see what the carry distance is. Obviously this isn't a real club, so it's not gonna go 300 yards, but you can see the difference. Nearly 50 yards farther club head carry or ball carry with a center strike versus a mishit. So now I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna try to strike one way off the toe and see what happens. So that was off the toe, obviously it went way right, and that carry was like 171, so pretty bad. Let's go back to the center. So way better, you could tell on that center strike, and that spin rate, man, it's nice and low. This is low spin. See how much lower of a spin rate you get with that center strike. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so that was like 50-50. You could see on TrackMan where it shows you where you're hitting, which is pretty awesome, but this will give you that same, at least it will tell you based on ball flight, what's happening. Like if it didn't go anywhere, you didn't center strike it. And you could feel it too. As you can see, the closer you get to good impact position on the club face, the better that ball's gonna fly. I mean, that's a no-brainer, that's obvious, but how do you train yourself to hit it in the center of the club face? You need something to help tell you where you're at all the time. This is good. Obviously, impact tape is good too, but you gotta change it out a lot, constantly replace it. So that's why I got this guy, just to see like, hey, where are you striking it? You want that negative feedback all the time. All right, that was one of my best ones. And what I'm noticing really, and what I like about this is when you're setting up, it forces you to set up with the club face, the center of the club face right behind the ball. So many times I see people set up on the heel or the toe and they think they're setting up on the center. But because this face is bulging out, when you're looking down, it's like, okay, let me get it perfect. So that last one, I took a lot of extra time trying to line it up just perfectly. And as you can tell, that was right in the center. So I'm digging this, to be honest with you. One, it gives you immediate feedback when you hit a bad shot off center. and it forces you to set up with that club face, the center of that club face right behind the ball. Take one more, see if I can do even better than that. I mean, it's near impossible, but we'll see. Close. Pretty good, pretty good. A little more higher, a little higher and a little more toward the toe, but still in that sweet area. And because it got higher on the club face, the ball carried farther. That's good, you can see. So it's not so much right in the perfect center, just a little higher is gonna give you a better result. Okay, now that we practice with this, let's see what types of results we get with my, my high-end driver. Let's check it out. And obviously, because I have the TrackMan now, I don't have to put the tape on the face. Tape face. Remember that guy? America's Got Talent? He was cool. Anyways, it'll just show you exactly where I'm hitting it. So let's see if I get good center strikes after I've practiced with the, I don't even know what that thing's called, to be honest with you. So those are pretty good. What I'm noticing is that now that I'm setting up with the Mavrik, let's say, I'm really taking a little extra time to make sure that that face is right in the center of the ball. And I could see that typically I set up with it a little off, more toward the heel actually. So now I'm really getting that kind of position perfectly, and it is making a difference in where I strike the ball. So not bad. I thought this thing was weird and a gimmick, but you can really tell that with a little practice, you start getting better ball contact, and you're just more aware of where your setup is and where, you could feel the differences in the strikes. And that's a big thing, feeling like, oh, I hit that on the toe. Now you'll really know. Like, you could pretty much tell the difference between here and here. But sometimes slightly off, you can't, but now you can, because you can feel the little bit of the rubber, and you can see the result, like, oh, yeah, that went nowhere. Then when you get it, you start getting more and more confident and learning through repetition where the face is. But that bulging thing, I wasn't so sure on that at the beginning. Now I actually like it. Anyways, just trying to do a little something different for you, showing you products that, gosh, I've never seen this before. What's it called? Impact Slot Trainer. IST. Impact Slot Trainer. There you go. Right there. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you next video.